Hi guys, are you ready to go on a plant tour of my plants? I promised you that I would take you and show you my plants. Now, for some of you that will see that title of my video that says plant tour, don't get too excited. I only have 10 plants. I'm not like all these plant channels that have 100 to 500 plants in their house. I only have 10, okay? But I did want to show you this app. Well, you can't see it down here, but it's got the little leaf and it says picture this. And it is a great app because you take your camera and you scan the plant and then it comes up with what the plant's name is and everything you need to know about that plant. It will also tell you this plant looks sick, and then you hit on that and it'll tell you the solutions of the things to do, or it'll say this plant looks healthy, or it'll say this plant is okay but could use some help. And then you click on that, it would tell you what to do. It has reminders if you wanted to remind you to water your plants. I don't need that right now. But it's a great app. And so I probably can't pronounce half of these plants' names. Now, I'm just going to take you around and show you in the house the different plants that I have and then try to tell you their name. And I hope that you enjoy. I'm having a great time with my plants. Like I said, I only have 10, so it's not like I have a whole bunch of them. But I don't want it to get to the point where I'm overwhelmed by it and I don't enjoy it anymore. So, all right, here we go. All right, this first one we have is back, as you can see, on my dryer. Look at that pretty planter that I have, the pot that I have. It is called Opuntia Palm. And I have seen a big difference in this one already since I got it. It is grown quite a bit. And I just noticed that some of the leaves are just a little bit burned. So maybe I have it in too much sun in the morning. I'm going to go to the plant finder and it will tell me what the problem is. But I transplanted this into this pot from when I got it at the grocery store. It was in just like a little pot. And yeah, like I said, it has really grown a lot already. And then the second one I have back here is the snake plant. I had been wanting the snake plant since I started because I've seen on the different channels, some people, they're huge. And this one I got, it's still in the original little pot that it came in, and I bought another pot outside. I have it, and tomorrow I'm going to transplant it in there, and then it is going to go somewhere else in the house. It's not going to stay back here. But yeah, I was so excited to find this snake plant because they're very low maintenance. People tend to overwater them and that's why they die. But I just checked the soil. It says to let the soil get completely dry, and it can be in indirect sun or partial sun. It doesn't have to have a lot of sun. So I am going to transfer it into a bedroom after I get it transplanted. So those are my first two plants. All right, this one right here is called the corn plant, and it was kind of in sad shape when I got it. It's doing okay. It's in my kitchen window, so it gets that first sunlight of the day, and it seems to be doing okay. It doesn't need a lot of water so far, but we are into the cooler months, so yeah, it's doing okay. Then my coworker gave me this for Halloween, and it is just it has several different succulents in there. And so I'm just going to leave it be for right now. I think that I can transplant those, break them up and transplant them. But for right now, I'm going to enjoy it just like it is. Okay, this is called a golden pothos. And it is on my little kitchen table in the kitchen right next to the window. So it kind of gets some indirect sun. But I've been told that these are the easiest plants in the world to grow. You can have them in sun, indirect sun, no sun. You can forget to water them and they still survive. So this one has been doing great. I do remember a long time ago when I was into plants, when I first got married, So that was like 40 years ago. I had a few of these and they grew huge, and I had them in big, big pots. And then they also will grow out, and they can be like crawlers almost up onto your walls or along a shelf or something like that. So anyways, yeah, here's this one, and he is perfectly healthy. All right, I have 2 plants here on our wood stove, and we don't like the wood stove anymore, so they're perfectly safe there. And they do get some sun in the afternoon from the window over the couch. So this one in the blue pot is called a, oh, I don't even know how to say it, Geopertia, or another word they call it is the beauty star. So this one, it says it could have low to indirect sunlight, must have moist soil, but do not overwater. So I'm trying to stay that way. And the next one is called the inch plant. And if you can see, it's got some kind of like pinkish leaves, but I do notice that it's getting some brown on there. And so I'm gonna have to look on my plant finder and see what that is caused from. But it's a pretty plant. I hope it's not getting sick, but I will find out. Okay, this one is called an Arabica coffee plant. Now, let me tell you, when I got this plant, it was on its last surviving leg. It was at the grocery store, and it was so wilted because the soil was so dry. Like seriously, I got home and I just put some water to it, and by the next day it had perked up a lot. But my plant finder says that it's still sick. It had some leaves that were blemishing, so it said to take those leaves off, and I don't know, it was nearly dead. So I'm just so grateful that it came back, and I'm sure it's going to be just fine. And it was in a little pot, and I transplanted it, and it seems to be much happier. And I did take those bad leaves off, so hopefully it will be fine. Okay, let's go over here to my nightstand. This plant I have had for about 10 years, and it is called a golden pothos. And let me tell you, this poor little guy has been through the ringer with me. Sometimes I'll forget to water him for a month, and then I'll water him and he's just fine. And sometimes he doesn't get any sunlight. And so I've been trying to be consciously better about it. So I've been watering him once a week and giving him sunlight every day. I still need to go get some plant food for all of them, but I haven't given him plant food in 10 years probably. And he just keeps surviving. So if you are not good with plants, I suggest the golden pothos, because this little guy has just survived it all. My last one here is on a little table right next to another window in my bedroom, and it's called a golden pothos. And is that what it's called? Hold on. Let me make sure. Oh no. It's called a heartleaf philodendron. Sorry about that, guys. This is a heartleaf philodendron. And I've been told this is like the last one that I just showed you. You can tell I just gave it a drink of water today, so the soil's a little moist. But it gets some nice sunlight in the afternoon. It gets the afternoon sun that comes through this window. And it's a new plant to me, so that's why it's so small. But it will grow and grow into this plant. It already has some little... You see, it's got some little starters coming here and over here. So it's doing just fine. So you guys, those are my 10 plants for right now. And I've just really been enjoying my plants. So I hope to grow my little collection some more. But I'm just doing it a little bit at a time. I hope you enjoyed my tour. And if you have plants, I would love to see a tour of your plants. Everybody have a great rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.